Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. I'm your English teacher Zia Hamid. I hope that you're doing well. Students, welcome to English grade 11. Today we are going to cover a student's learning outcome of reading competency. And we have the student's learning outcome. Let's read it and let's see what we are supposed to do. So bear with me, brace yourselves for the lesson, and you can take your notes, you can take the screenshots if you want. If you're watching on YouTube, then you can give your feedback in the comment below. Now, let's go through the student's learning outcome. It says, analyze organizational patterns in a text. And these organizational patterns are cause, effect, problem, solution. Now, when we are reading any text, my dear learners, we see a lot of different relationships within the text itself. Sometimes when we are reading, we see causes and the effects of those causes, reasons and their aftermath or their consequences. Now, and also when we are reading argumentative essays or any type of text that includes the problems are identified and then the solutions are given about that. And you can find it in the essays, you can find in different articles, different science books, science articles, and so on. So this SLO is so related to your reading and critical thinking competency. So in order to be good readers, holding good comprehension abilities and skills, you need to understand the relationship between cause and effect in a text, and also problem and solution. You need to identify the problems that are mentioned by the author or the writer, and also the solutions that are proposed afterwards. And you have to be very much competent enough to actually see the causes and also the effects that are mentioned in such kind of texts. So it can be fiction or non-fiction text. Okay, now we are clear about the SLO, organizational patterns. We are going to see how the text is organized in different ways. Then we have these two relationships. Now, students, before moving on, here you can see a vertical linkage of this SLO with the previous grade, just to give you an idea. And in the previous grade, grade 10, you read the same kind of SLO and also these two relationships, cause and effect and problem solution. Now, let's do this very quick brainstorming session, students. I want you to understand, take a moment, think about it. What? Think about a significant event in your life, a very important event in your life. What were the reasons this event happened? You have to give the reasons, the causes, and also what were the outcomes. Outcomes means results or the effects, right? So think about it. You can tell it to your teacher orally, share it with your fellows and peers, or you can write it down. Write the causes of that significant event in your life that you experienced, and also the effects of those causes and those reasons. You can use the effect and cause in any order. The order can be interchangeable. Now, do this activity and then we can move forward. That's really good. So students who have joined us online over here, please share your answers in the chat box. All right. So I hope that you have understood the assignment. It's a very short, quick task that you want to do in order to understand that how the causes and the effects are related to one another. Now, let's see and let's try to understand this relationship between cause and effect. Cause and effect is the relationship between two events. One is the reason, the cause, and the other event, the second one, could be the effect. These could be events or situations where one of the two is the cause of the other. The cause is the initiating event, the first event which causes to happen, and then in the result, the effect is the result of the cause. So, cause initiates an action, initiates some event or situation, and in the result of that, there will come a reaction in the form of an effect. So, if you understand what is action and reaction, then it is very much easier for you to understand this relationship of cause and effect. Now that we are very much clear about the relationship between this terminology, now students, you can see this table in front of you. Please take this table on the screen. All right, thank you. See, these are some causes and these are some effects that happen in the result of those causes or reasons. Number one, the lightning struck the tree. Now this as a cause, and the effect, if the lightning is striking the tree, what would be the effect? The tree caught on fire, and the tree caught on fire, we know this happened because of a cause. Similarly, the next example, the audience cheered loudly. Now, if the audience is cheering loudly, that cheer will initiate an effect, and that effect is the band played one more song, or the cat scratched the dog's nose. Now, the cat initiated an action. It performed an action. Our noun, our subject, is doing an action, and that will have some consequences. And that consequence is the dog needed to go to the vet. Why? Because of the scratched nose, because of that injury. So you can see that these are our causes and these are our effects. Now, let's look at another example. Let's try to understand it. This will help you in reading any kind of text. You can clearly, easily, within a second, identify the cause and the effect of that situation. For example, you have a picnic planned for Sunday afternoon. However, the weather becomes stormy and you have to cancel your outdoor plans. Now, students, what do you understand by this? Yes, Zumit, what is the cause and what is the effect over here? Yes, you have a picnic planned for Sunday afternoon. You had a picnic. However, the weather becomes stormy, where it's raining heavily and it's become very stormy, and you have to cancel your outdoor plans. Canceling the plans is an effect of what? The cause was the weather. The weather was stormy. That's why the narrator cancelled the plan for outdoors. Now, it's very simple and easy to understand. Thank you, Zumit. You've given a very good answer. Okay. In this situation, the cause is the stormy weather, and the effect of that stormy weather is the picnic cancellation. It's as simple as it looks. Okay. See over here again. What is a cause? A cause is a reason, is a why. A cause is a why something happened, and the effect is what happened. Why and what? Look, because of the rainy weather, we cancelled the picnic. Now, this word because is already telling you that this is talking about a cause. It's giving you a reason. We use the word because to show a reason. The cause is the rainy weather. The rainy weather caused the cancellation of the picnic, and the cancellation is the effect. So this shares a very good relationship over here in the example. All right. What is the correct order? In what order can you find cause and effect relationship in any text that you read? It could be a passage, it could be an essay, it could be 2 paragraphs, and so much more. Let's see. They can be found in any order. Sometimes the cause is at the beginning and the effect is after that. And sometimes you have the effect first and then the cause is explained later on. So it works in both ways. I ate tons of junk food, so now I feel sick. Eating tons of junk food is our cause, is our reason for getting sick. And for feeling sick, you can say that the sickness was caused by eating a lot of junk food. Here, if you reverse it, I feel sick because I ate a ton of junk food. Here, the effect of that eating of junk food is mentioned before the cause, and the cause is presented and it is written later on in the second half of the sentence. So it can work in both ways, in longer narrative texts and in complicated texts. Students, when you're reading them for your examination or when you're reading for any kind of test, you have to go through the whole passage and try to identify the causes and the effects. Okay, our everyday lives are full of cause and effect experiences. Let's see some examples. Students, I need you to answer. Students who are seeing on YouTube, pause the video, come up with your answer, save it, and then compare with my answer and see that how much did you do good. And now, as a result of studying hard, you aced your test. Now, can you identify the cause and the effect over here? Yes, students. Yes, Lukman. Zumid. Afzal. As a result of studying hard, you aced your test. Result of studying hard is your cause, and acing your test is your effect. You called in sick because you woke up with a fever. Okay, called in sick is the effect, and waking up with a fever is the cause. You meet friends for drinks because it's your birthday. Now, birthday is the cause which is leading to meeting the friends. It's as simple as that, students. You can find so many passages where you can deliberately find cause and effect relationship. Okay. Okay, here we have a very good passage. You can read it and find the causes of the problem of the passage. The magnitude and extent of poverty in any country depends upon 2 factors: the average level of national income and the degree of inequality in its distribution. Pakistan is one of the developing countries facing the extreme level of poverty, having more than 1/3 of its populace living below the poverty line. According to the World Bank South Asia report of April 2023, poverty in Pakistan is expected to have reached 37.2%. There are many interrelated factors that contribute to poverty in Pakistan. The most commonly enumerated causes in this regard include overpopulation, high living costs, rising unemployment, inadequate education, environmental degradation, unequal distribution of resources, especially agricultural land, etc. The government has, over the years, undertaken several public works programs to create assets and employment opportunities for poor people. a number of initiatives aimed at helping the poor by improving governance and functioning of public sector institutions, creating assets, employment, and income generation opportunities, revamping social safety net systems, and improving access to basic services are being implemented by the government. Among the social safety net systems run by the government, zakat, a donation to charity obligatory for Muslims, is the main one. Now that we have read this passage, this was about poverty. This was a problem that was facing in Pakistan. Now, what are the causes of poverty in Pakistan? Now we are going to talk about the poverty. Here you can see this is the effect of that. Now, the causes are national income, degree of inequality, and according to the World Bank, South Asia. Okay, let's read it out. Now, these factors, they can be acted as causes. Overpopulation is a cause of poverty in Pakistan. High living cost, rising unemployment, inadequate education, environmental degradation, unequal distribution of resources, and agricultural land. Now, these are all the causes that are pushing Pakistan towards poverty. And now, what's the solution? What is the effect of that? Now, these are all our causes, and the effects are that Pakistan is moving to poverty. Due to these causes, because of these reasons, Pakistan is moving towards the poverty. So this is a very good example of cause and effect relationship in any text. Now, let's talk about another chunk. Now that we are clear about cause and effect relationship, let's talk about problem solution in any text. Let's see. What's a problem? Problem, my dear learners, is the issue or challenge that is clearly mentioned and clearly stated in the text. Solution is one or more possible solutions are presented. How do you solve that problem? What's the solution to eradicate that problem completely? And then in the text, you can see further explanations by the author. And it will present you with these kind of solutions and tell you that how they would work in that explanation. Okay, let's look at this example of a problem, solution, and followed by an example. So the problem is, many people are concerned about climate change. Now, climate change itself is a problem. People's concern about climate change is a problem also. Now, what's the solution for that? So one solution is to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by using renewable energy sources. This is a solution that we reduce the greenhouse gases and try to find an alternative or any substitute. And in that case, it is renewable energy sources. There are a lot of different options available in the market, and we can spend on it and eradicate that problem of climate change. And now the explanation. Renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power do not produce harmful gases that contribute to climate change. Now that author, first he or she identified the problem, then the solution, and followed by why the solution would work. Now in this way, since this is a very short example, but when you're reading bigger, larger text, you can find the same pattern. Problem mentioned clearly, solutions, and why the solutions are worth doing and why they were worth mentioning. It is as easy as it looks. Now students, we have covered both our chunks of students learning outcome, cause and effect, and problem solution. This is a simulation link that you can watch to learn more about it, to clear your concepts effectively. Now, here's your worksheet. You have to read these given sentences and find the cause and effect, highlight the effects, and also underline the cause and highlight the effects to differentiate them from one another. All right. Here we have your resources. This worksheet I showed in the previous slide, it is attached. A skill sheet is mentioned, and this PowerPoint presentation will be given in the resources. So if you're watching on Chases Academy's YouTube channel, students, go in the description, find the resources, and after this video lesson, after watching this, please leave a comment below, give your valuable and good feedback so that we can improve our lessons and we can have a very good interaction with you. So I hope students who are sitting over here and students who have joined us online, I hope that you're clear about it. You're clear about what we are supposed to do. We are going to read anything. We are going to find the cause and effect and also the problem solution. So we are clear about these both things. I'll see you in the next video lesson with another SLO, students. I hope that you solve your resources, the worksheet, the question, the skill sheets, and give your valuable feedback and submit your worksheets on time. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you on the next video lesson. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.